How is the Denver Broncos offense going to fare without their most consistent producer on that side of the ball? J.K. Dobbins suffered a foot injury in Denver's win last week over the Raiders. It was on a hip drop tackle that didn't get called by the officials. He got his foot trapped underneath. It kind of got pinned down like this. It did not look pretty, the way it got compressed. And he's in line to at least miss this game. He did not participate in practice today, and it would not be a surprise if he were placed on injured reserve ahead of this game. So Denver's going to have to contend for a while without J.K. Dobbins. What is going to be the game plan? Obviously, R.J. Harvey is going to be in line to get more snaps. I want to go ahead and bring this in from Sean Payton, courtesy of Zach Stevens on Twitter. Sean pretty much confirmed that. Let's take a listen to him here.
Listen, he was, when we drafted him, it was his running skill set. And, you know, man, he had a lot of touches. I was just kidding with him earlier. Then you have experience in a guy like Jaleel, who's explosive and has been chomping at the bit. And so, I think, you know, sometimes players are not held back, but when you're watching Pat Bryant grow right in front of our eyes, and you're starting to see that with RJ, and obviously you'll have more opportunities here in this game. So, listen,
So obviously there is quite a bit to unpack right there. Sean Payton talked about how R.J. Harvey, he's going to have more opportunities and he's built to last. The Denver Broncos drafted R.J. Harvey with the hope that he was going to become their RB1. They got J.K. Dobbins initially to be a backup, but Dobbins was so incredible in training camp, the preseason, early in the regular season, it became his job and he ran with it. But that's not an indication of how the Denver Broncos feel about R.J. Harvey. Over these past few weeks, they've been making it a point of emphasis to get R.J. Harvey involved, both in the run game as well as the receiving game. I'd say he's made more of an impact in the receiving game, but this is going to be a great opportunity for him in the run game. Jaleel McLaughlin was another name mentioned by Sean Payton. Jaleel's only played in one game this year. I believe it was the Jets game. He didn't look very good in that game. He struggled, got blown up on a screen, just did not look very good. I'm wondering if Jaleel McLaughlin, if he gets a chance to build up his confidence, will we see the version of Jaleel that we saw in 2023 and in the early part of 2024, where at times he was the most dynamic and explosive player on this Broncos offense? The reason why he's not seeing snaps over Tyler Bidet is because Tyler Bidet is a good pass protection back. Jaleel is way too small to fill that role consistently. Tyler Bidet frustrates fans with his drops and his overall negative plays, but there is a reason why Tyler Bidet is here. It's going to be R.J. Harvey's job, though. Don't mince any words. Sean Payton is going to make R.J. Harvey RB1. He's going to have to get better on some of these rushing concepts, though. Bringing in this information from Sumer Brain, I asked it, what is R.J. Harvey's success rate on inside run concepts versus outside run concepts? R.J. Harvey has a slightly higher success rate on outside run concepts compared to inside run concepts, measured by EPA per play and success rate. In terms of inside runs, he had 7 successful plays on 24 total attempts, a 29.17 success rate, which isn't very good. Those are your inside zone, power, trap, man, and counter plays. A negative EPA per rush. On outside zone concepts, it's also a negative EPA per rush. That's outside zone, pull, lead, stuff like that. 19 attempts, just 6 successful plays, 31.58% success rate. While Harvey's outside runs have a marginally higher success rate, both run types have produced slightly negative EPA values. His most effective individual run concepts are counter and pull lead, while inside zone runs have struggled with only an 11.11% success rate. That shows up on tape. Everybody talks about R.J. Harvey and his tendencies to bounce things to the outside. That shows up in this statistic. These are the areas where we're going to want to see growth from R.J. Harvey. We talk about growth, peaks and valleys, progression not being linear with Bo Nix. It's the same thing with R.J. Harvey. That's how it goes with any young player. I expect there's going to be increments of growth, but there are going to be peaks and there are going to be valleys with R.J. Harvey. Another guy who is on the roster in the running back room is Deuce Vaughn, former Dallas Cowboys running back, went to college at Kansas State. He was a 6th-round pick in 2023. He's been on Denver's practice squad since early this season. He signed on September 9th. He's got 17 carries for 4.1 yards per carry, and 70 yards. No touchdowns in 2024. No touchdowns in 23 either. 23 attempts for 40 yards in his rookie season. A little bit in the receiving game, not much. He's a very fast player. He's got burst. He's got explosiveness. It shows up when you watch him play. But he's also a small back in his own right. 5'6", 173 pounds. That's kind of peanut sized at the NFL level. We'll see if he gets elevated from the practice squad now that J.K. Dobbins is down. And we're also going to have to see exactly how long Dobbins is going to be out for. As of right now, they haven't put him on injured reserve. But if that changes over these next few days, he's going to be out for at least 4 games. Not 4 weeks, 4 games. So he'd have to miss the bye week and then games before and after that. We don't really want to do that if we don't have to. If this is a 3-week injury, then I don't imagine Dobbins is going to go on IR. But if he's got to miss more time than that, he's going to have to go on IR, and Denver is going to have to find ways to contend without him. Additionally, designed quarterback runs with Bo Nix. I'm hoping we see an uptick in that. They brought in little Jordan Humphrey, partially because of an injury to Trent Sherfield, but also because we're probably going to see more of these perimeter screens, and we need somebody who can consistently block on them. They're kind of your quasi-run game. Last season, when Denver's run game was dog crap, they leaned on these perimeter screens, and they worked a lot better last year, even though defenses knew that they were coming, just like they do this year, because they were effectively blocked. Little Jordan Humphrey, Pat Bryant, those guys are really going to help in that area, and that's going to be another thing that Denver leans into to take some of the pressure off of the run game with J.K. Dobbins likely out for the foreseeable future. All right, Broncos country, let me know in the comment section below, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in Sean Payton and this Broncos offense to tailor around this J.K. Dobbins injury? Do you think they're going to be able to be the same explosive offense, at least in terms of the run game? Or do you think they're going to struggle in that area, just like their passing game has been struggling? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts, as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the bell, so these videos appear in your notification feed. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Additionally, if you guys want to go above and beyond in supporting the channel, please consider becoming a channel member today. I would really appreciate it if you want some extra perks and incentives in exchange for helping me out, helping this channel grow, and helping improve the production quality of these videos. The link is in the description below. And until next time, Broncos country, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.